Hello again, everybody. Busy night tonight. Kind of in the same of the last video, talking about my own experience with the few paintings that I do have in this tiny little apartment. I wanted to show you through what I did, my journey from depression, anxiety, anger, brain injury, Tourette's, everything to where I am now. So first, this is my very first painting I ever did. If there's a name, I don't know it. Basically, this is when the depression started. I was about 17 years old, and I just felt like there was no way I could shield myself from the rain. Like I had these powers, but there was holes in the umbrella. This one was about just the tension and the hopelessness that I felt at the time, and alone in the woods. Then eventually I felt chained to the wall. But there was a fire growing inside of me. A lot of the depression started to turn into anger. And it was only now, recently, that I realized there is a second arm inside of it. There was always something or someone or some whatever energy, I don't know, there with me. And apparently I've subconsciously put it there well over almost 15 years ago. This is just one where I felt like I used to have angel wings and they were slowly being torn away from me. And I was looking behind me to see if anybody was looking back at me. This one I did after I became an alcoholic. This one I actually did while having a completely Tourette-ridden, violent, drunk argument with my wife. The softness was what started, and then the chaos and the tears I drew without even really knowing or paying attention as we had the argument. This is one I did a while ago when I was a kid, but it really encompasses for me the craziness I feel sometimes, the darkness I feel sometimes, and the way that my voice was almost torn away from me. The thing that started all of this was I happened to buy a journal because I decided maybe keeping a journal would be a good idea. And I had it for a week, never used it, and then I quit drinking. And the morning after, I made my very first entry. I'm going to try to read some of it. So I figure I'm actually going to try to keep a journal. Why not start in the morning after I have one of the worst TBI days in a long time, of which was only amplified by my long neglected battle with being an alcoholic. I am so fucking confused by everything, and every day is such a fucking prison. Every day I'm angry. Angry my life was stolen from me. That my wife and kids had the Ozzy and Harriet of a patriarch, now a boozy combination of the Hulk and Mr. Magoo. And no matter how much I heal and grow, I can never rationalize or understand why, because my brain got a little bruised, why I hate my own children sometimes. Which then leads me to hating myself more, and then lament the fact of what I truly believe. Let's see what I truly believe. I got it taped in here. We'll see. Basically, that was the gist. Then it started off with drawings and artwork, just scattered like my brain. I mean, you see my post. I'm a very scattered human being. And that's what led me to do my first video post. And then I posted it, and then weird things started happening. So I did my first painting I've done in 8 years. This one right here. This one is still me trying to be torn from these demons. And these demons are slowly dissipating into the stars, into the night, as I reach for that little dim light of hope. While the night bears over me and tries to steal my mind, I choose to try to connect myself to the hope. And then the very, very last one I did was this one. Some might see it kind of dark. I am a dark person and into Day of the Dead style things. But ultimately, this was my realizing what was important. Breaking through whatever wall it was I had to break through. Being one, accepting that I am one with the stars, and becoming to get my wings, get my flourish into the peacock that I can be. So, that's where I am now. And I haven't really done any painting or anything in a bit because of all this songwriting and posting and stuff. But that's my journey and how I interpreted it as I went through it over the last 15 years or so. So, I hope... No, I don't know what I hope. There it is. It is what it is. Alright, peace.